Alright, if you've been waiting for a compact Android gaming tablet that actually pushes the hardware forward instead of just refreshing the design, the new RedMagic Astra 2 is worth paying attention to. On paper, it looks like a modest update, but once you dig into the specs, you'll notice a faster display, a newer flagship Snapdragon chip, and a few smart upgrades aimed directly at gamers. The bigger question is whether those changes are enough to justify an upgrade, or if last year's model is still the better value. Let's break it all down. And before we get into the details, if you enjoy honest tech reviews that focus on what really matters instead of marketing buzzwords, consider subscribing. It really helps support the channel and keeps these reviews coming. Right away, the Astra 2 keeps the same compact philosophy that made the original stand out. Instead of chasing a massive display, RedMagic sticks with a 9.06-inch form factor that's easier to hold during long gaming sessions. The tablet has an aluminum frame and aluminum back, while Gorilla Glass 3 protects the front. At just 6.9 millimeters thick and weighing 363 grams, it should feel solid without becoming uncomfortable over time. There's also an IP54 rating, which offers some protection against dust and light splashes, although it's not designed for full water resistance. The gaming personality is still very obvious. RGB lighting on the back returns, and while that won't improve performance, it definitely gives the tablet its own identity. If you like gaming hardware that actually looks like gaming hardware, you'll probably appreciate the design. The display is one of the biggest upgrades this year. The OLED panel keeps the same 1504 by 2400 resolution, but the refresh rate jumps to an impressive 185 Hz. Touch sampling also increases to 300 Hz, which should help the screen respond more quickly to your inputs. On top of that, the panel supports HDR, displays over 1 billion colors, and reaches up to 1600 nits peak brightness according to the official specifications. Of course, not every game can actually run at 185 frames per second, so don't expect every title to fully utilize that refresh rate. Still, smoother scrolling, faster animations, and lower input latency are all realistic benefits that come with this type of display. Powering everything is Qualcomm's Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 processor built on a 3nm process. This is currently one of Qualcomm's newest flagship mobile platforms, and RedMagic pairs it with Liquid Cooling Plus, its dedicated Red Core, our 4 gaming chip. Based on these specifications, performance expectations are very high. However, since comprehensive real-world gaming and thermal testing isn't officially available yet, it's important not to assume sustained performance or temperature behavior. Those results will depend on independent testing once more reviewers spend time with the device. Memory options are also generous. You can choose between 12 gigabytes of RAM with 256 gigabytes of storage, or step up to 16 gigabytes of RAM and 512 gigabytes of storage. The tablet also uses UFS 4.1 Pro storage, which should help with faster app loading and quicker game installations. Battery capacity increases to 8,300 milliamp hours, giving gamers a little more capacity than before. Charging is rated at up to 80W in some official announcements, although the published specifications also mention 75W wired charging. Depending on your region, the included accessories may also differ. For example, the Chinese version includes the fast charger, while the European package does not. One feature gamers will definitely appreciate is bypass charging. Instead of constantly charging the battery while you play, the tablet can draw power directly from the charger, helping reduce battery stress during extended gaming sessions. When it comes to cameras, RedMagic clearly keeps the focus on gaming instead of photography. You get a 13-megapixel rear camera and a 9-megapixel front camera, essentially unchanged from the previous generation. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Most people buying a gaming tablet aren't expecting flagship photography. The front camera should be perfectly fine for video calls, online classes, or streaming, while the rear camera is there whenever you need to scan documents or quickly capture something. Just don't expect camera performance to be a major selling point. Software also receives an update. The Astra 2 launches with Android 16 running RedMagic OS 11.5. As always, the actual software experience will depend on how well RedMagic continues optimizing updates over time. At launch, specific long-term software support policies haven't been fully confirmed, so it's worth keeping an eye on that if software longevity is important to you. Connectivity is well equipped too. You get Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 6.0, stereo speakers, dual X-axis linear vibration motors, a side-mounted fingerprint reader, and something that's surprisingly rare, a dual USB-C setup. One port supports USB 3.2 Gen 2 for faster data transfers, while the second USB-C port makes charging during gaming much more convenient. That's one of those practical features that may not grab headlines, but can genuinely improve everyday use, especially if you're connecting accessories while keeping the tablet charged. The unboxing experience is fairly straightforward. Inside the box, you'll find the tablet itself, a red USB-C cable, and documentation. Just remember that if you're buying the European version, you won't get the charging brick included, so you'll need your own USB power delivery charger. To reach the fastest charging speeds, you'll want one capable of delivering around 80 watts. So what's the final verdict? The RedMagic Astra 2 doesn't completely reinvent the formula, and honestly, it didn't need to. Instead, it improves several areas that matter most to gamers. The newer Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 processor, upgraded 185Hz OLED display, liquid cooling, bypass charging, larger battery, and dual USB-C ports all make this look like a stronger gaming package than its predecessor. On the other hand, the cameras remain basic. Charger availability depends on your region, and will still need independent testing before making any definitive claims about sustained gaming performance, battery life, or thermal efficiency. If your main goal is getting a compact Android tablet built primarily for gaming, the Astra 2 certainly deserves a spot on your shortlist. But if cameras, long-term software support, or broader productivity features matter more than gaming performance, there may be better alternatives depending on your priorities. If you enjoyed this review and want more honest smartphone and tablet coverage without the hype, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment with your thoughts on the Astra 2, and thanks for so much watching, guys. See you next time.